Today is August 6th. These are most important events for this day through history. On this day in 1881 is born Alexander Fleming, a Scottish biologist, pharmacologist and botanist. His best-known discoveries are the enzyme lysozyme and the antibiotic substance benzylpenicillin. Katie Price, born in 1978, previously known as Jordan, is an English television personality and glamour model. In April 2012, Price's net worth was estimated at $45 million. Robin van Persie is born August 6, 1983. He is a Dutch professional footballer, who plays as a striker for Turkish club Fenerbahce, and is the captain of the Netherlands national team. William Francis Kemmler of Buffalo, New York, was a convicted murderer and the first person in the world to be legally executed using an electric chair. The practical details of the chair were finalized by the first electric chair executioner, Edwin Davis, officially given the title of state electrician. On the morning of his execution, August 6, 1890, Kemmler was awakened at 5 a.m. He dressed quickly and put on a suit, necktie, and white shirt. After breakfast and some prayer, the top of his head was shaved. At 6:38 a.m., Kemmler entered the execution room and Warden Charles Durston presented Kemmler to the 17 witnesses in attendance. Kemmler looked at the chair and said, "Gentlemen, I wish you all good luck. I believe I am going to a good place, and I am ready to go." Current was passed through Kemmler for 17 seconds. The power was turned off and Kemmler was declared dead. Gertrude Caroline Ederle was an American competition swimmer, Olympic champion, and former world record holder in 5 events. In 1926, she became the first woman to swim across the English Channel. Among other nicknames, the press sometimes called her Queen of the Waves. Her successful Channel swim? This time training with Thomas William Burgess, who had successfully swum the Channel in 1911, began approximately 1 year later at Cape Gris-Nez in France at 7:08 on the morning of August 6, 1926. She came ashore at Kingstown, Kent, 14 hours and 34 minutes later. Her record stood until Florence Chadwick swam the Channel in 1950 in 13 hours and 20 minutes. Ederle was inducted into the International Swimming Hall of Fame as an honor swimmer in 1965. On this day in 1945 during World War II, Hiroshima, Japan was devastated when the first deployed atomic bomb Little Boy was dropped by the United States B-29 Enola Gay. Hiroshima was the primary target of the first nuclear bombing mission on August 6, with Kokura and Nagasaki as alternative targets. It created a blast equivalent to 16 kilotons of TNT. The radius of total destruction was about 1 mile, with resulting fires across 4.4 square miles. People on the ground reported seeing a pica or brilliant flash of light followed by a dawn, a loud booming sound. Some 70,000 to 80,000 people, of whom 20,000 were soldiers, or around 30% of the population of Hiroshima, were killed by the blast and resultant firestorm. Another 70,000 injured and some tens of thousands die in subsequent years from burns and radiation poisoning. The World Wide Web is an information space where documents and other web resources are identified by URIs, interlinked by hypertext links, and can be accessed via the Internet. It has become known simply as the web. On 6 August 1991, Berners-Lee published a short summary of the World Wide Web project on the newsgroup Alt Hypertext. This date also marked the debut of the web, as a publicly available service on the Internet, although new users only accessed it after 23 August. For this reason this is considered the Internet's Day. Tim Berners-Lee was knighted in 2004 by Queen Elizabeth II for services to the global development of the Internet. On this day in 1979 died Feodor Felix Konrad Lynen, a German biochemist. In 1964 he won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine together with Konrad Bloch. On this day in 2009 died John Hughes, Jr., an American film director, producer, and screenwriter. He directed or scripted some of the most successful comedy films of the 1980s. On this day in 1978 died Pope Paul VI. His papacy began on 21 June 1963. He fostered improved relations with Eastern Orthodox and Protestants. If you don't have time to do it right, when will you have time to do it over? John Wooden.